course is about your role in safeguarding sensitive information while using the internet. It's important information for you because viruses and malware attacks are key threats to our data and security. Your role in safeguarding sensitive information requires daily attention to detail. For example, use caution when opening attachments and email of all kinds. Unsolicited email should get very careful attention. Don't take chances. Even mail from trusted sources can carry serious threats. The more alluring and attractive the attachments, in many cases, the more dangerous the email. Phishing and spear phishing attacks contain viruses and malware that pose great risk to our data and security. Phishing communications are sent with the intention of gaining privileged access to data on internal systems, names, account numbers, social security numbers, birth dates, and more, or even making unauthorized wire transfers. So how exactly do these phishing attacks work, you ask? The term phishing describes the ploy of casting a wide net of emails in the hope that victims will bite. Spear phishing is the same as phishing, but it targets a specific group or individual, such as anyone who works for a financial institution. A phisher will send an email, instant message or text, or even post a comment on a message board to set traps for victims. The phisher will likely attempt familiarity and often claim to be from a business or organization that you may deal with. They may even attempt to imitate government agencies, such as the IRS. But don't get hooked by emails that try to scare you, threaten dire consequences, or entice you to open an attachment or web link you did not expect or did not request. Phishing emails are not always easy to detect. Misspellings and poor grammar are common signs, but many phishing messages are well written and often address the recipient by name. Your biggest decision with any communication is whether to open it or delete it. If it's suspicious, don't open it. A good rule of thumb is, if in doubt, throw it out. And be sure to contact your information technology department. If you do open it, whether accidentally or intentionally, you might gain insight about its legitimacy, but never click on a link or download an attachment provided in a suspicious email. Clicking on such a link is often enough to launch a malware program. If you click, though, notify IT or a security officer immediately. Phishing emails usually contain some common elements. Specifically, be on the lookout for any of these 4 elements. Number 1, a logo. Number 2, a link. Number 3, a request. Or number 4, a warning. A logo can look like it's from a trusted source, often claiming to be from a government agency or someone from your organization. If you see a link to a website or an attachment, don't click. Another element to look out for is a request for personal or sensitive information. Things like your credit card or checking account number, social security number, or maybe even your birthday. Don't give this information out. Also, be aware of warnings that attempt to play on your loyalty to the institution or your fear of reprisal if you don't comply, or ones that indicate urgency. For example, the message may claim that your information has already been compromised and only immediate action will protect your account. My final piece of advice is to inspect the hyperlinks inside the body of the email. By mousing over the link, you can see the real address of the sender. Phishers typically will use subdomains or letters or numbers before the company name, or even a close misspelling of a valid name. If the email has an attachment, be especially wary of .exe and .bat files. Scammers like to hide viruses and other malware in these files. And that's it.